In this video, we are going to learn about person not liable for registration under section 23. But before I start my lecture, don't forget to like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Person not liable for registration, section 23. So in this slide, we will learn about those persons who are not liable for registration at all under section 23. Person engaged exclusively in supply of non-taxable or exempt goods and or services. So if person is supplying only non-taxable goods or exempted goods or services, in that case he is not liable for registration. यानी अगर वो सिर्फ ऐसा गुड्स या ऐसी सर्विसेज सप्लाई करता है जो नॉट टैक्सेबल है या तो एग्जाम्प्टेड है, सो उस केस में उसको रजिस्ट्रेशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है अंडर सेक्शन 23. Let us understand with the help of different example. First example, Sugam Oil is exclusively engaged in supplying petrol. Supply of petrol is not liable to GST. So thus, Sugam Oils is not liable for registration as it is engaged exclusively in supplying wholly exempt goods. यानी सुगम ऑयल्स को रजिस्ट्रेशन लेने की जरूरत ही नहीं है क्योंकि वो ऐसी चीज का सप्लाई करता है जो जिस पे जीएसटी लगता ही नहीं है. सो दैट इज व्हाई ही इज नॉट लायबल फॉर रजिस्ट्रेशन. सेकेंड एग्जांपल, सप्लाई ऑफ सर्विसेज बाय वे ऑफ चैरिटेबल एक्टिविटीज. सो अगर कोई चैरिटेबल एक्टिविटीज के थ्रू सप्लाई कर रहा है, सो नॉट लायबल फॉर रजिस्ट्रेशन बिकॉज ही इज सप्लाइंग services by way of charitable activities. So that is why he is also not liable for registration under section 23. Now one question, whether person dealing in online commodities like metal, food, grains, etc. at the commodity exchange is required to take registration. Here his answer is no. Why? Because the same will be covered under the definition of securities, and securities are not leviable to GSTs. So that is why he is also not liable for registration. So this is about first point, person engaged exclusively in supply of non-taxable or exempt goods or services, then in that case he is not liable for registration. Second point, agriculturist, individual and HUF to the extent of supply of produce out of the cultivation of land. So here this benefit is available only to individual and HUF. And who is agriculturist? Agriculturist is the person who do farming on himself, or he is doing farming by including their family members, or he appoints some laborers and he makes supervision of those laborers and do farming. So then only he will be considered as agriculturist, and this benefit is available, and this benefit is available only to individual and HUF. So agriculturist to the extent of supply of produce out of cultivation of land, जितना वो प्रोड्यूस करता है उतना ही अगर वो बेचता है तो उसको रजिस्ट्रेशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. Let us understand with the help of one example. Mr. A is an agriculturist engaged in cultivation of wheat in his field in Punjab. He was exclusively engaged in supply of wheat cultivated in his field in the previous year. Thus, he was not liable to registration as he was exclusively engaged in supply of produce out of the cultivation of land. यानी वो क्या कर रहा है, वीट ग्रो कर रहा है, कल्टीवेट कर रहा है और उसी वीट को वो बेच रहा है. अब उसका वो एग्रीगेट टर्नओवर कितना चाहे कितना भी हो, 50 लाख हो, 70 लाख हो, 1 करोड़ हो, उसको रजिस्ट्रेशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि वही कल्टीवेट करता है और जो कल्टीवेट होके ग्रो होता है उसी को बेचता है वो. तो इस केस में उसको रजिस्ट्रेशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. तो दिस इज द सेकेंड पॉइंट, एग्रीकल्चरिस्ट, इंडिविजुअल और HUF to the extent of supply of produce out of the cultivation of land, those persons are not liable for registration under section 23. But in current year, he decided to start trading in rice along with supplying his wheat produce. Now his turnover in current year is 33 lakh from supply of wheat produce and rupees 10 lakh from trading of rice. Now अब वो दो चीज कर रहा है, wheat को प्रोड्यूस करके बेच भी रहा है, कल्टीवेट करके वो बेच भी रहा है 33 लाख और 10 लाख का राइस का ट्रेडिंग कर रहा है. So now in this case, since he is engaged in trading of rice, he is not covered under section 23. अब उसको 23 का बेनिफिट नहीं मिलेगा because he has started trading of rice. Threshold limit for registration applicable to a person exclusively engaged in supply of goods in Punjab only is rupees 40 lakhs, and his aggregate turnover of Mr. A in current year is 43 lakhs. That is 33 lakh plus 10 lakh, which is greater than the threshold limit. Thus, he is liable for registration. So, what is the overall understanding of this point? If person sells only agricultural produce, then he is not liable for registration. Benefit of section 23 is available. But along with the produce, he started trading of some another thing. Then in that case, he will be liable for registration if his turnover crosses the threshold limit. Now third point, person making only RCM supply. If person is making only RCM supply, reverse charge mechanism, then also he is not liable for registration under section 23. Let us understand with the help of one example. Gujarat Transporters is a goods transport agency, GTA, engaged exclusively in supplying GTA services liable to tax under reverse charge, since tax is payable on GTA services at 5% in the given cases. So thus it is exempt from registration as it is engaged exclusively in making supplies, tax on which is liable to be paid on RCM. Further, Gujarat Transporter supplies state services to ABC Private Limited, whose aggregate turnover does not exceed threshold limit. Since ABC Private Limited has to pay tax on GTA services under RCM, it is required to obtain registration mandatorily irrespective of its aggregate turnover. Under RCM, tax is payable by the recipient. So, in this example, it is said that Gujarat Transporter is a GTA, that is Gujarat Goods Transport Agency, is providing GTA services to ABC Private Limited. In this case, Gujarat Transporter is not liable for registration under section 23, but ABC Private Limited, as he is a recipient of services from Gujarat Transporters, and this service is such services on which reverse charge is applicable. In this case, turnover of ABC Limited is not crossing the threshold limit, then also he is compulsorily liable for registration. यानी गुजरात ट्रांसपोर्टर्स को रजिस्ट्रेशन लेना नहीं पड़ेगा अंडर सेक्शन 23, बट ABC प्राइवेट लिमिटेड को कंपल्सरीली रजिस्ट्रेशन लेना पड़ेगा अंडर सेक्शन 24, क्योंकि वो रेसिपिएंट है और रिवर्स चार्ज में रेसिपिएंट को ही टैक्स पे करना पड़ता है. इसलिए एक रजिस्ट्रेशन के लिए कंपल्सरी लायबल हो जाएगा और गुजरात ट्रांसपोर्टेशन है उसको रजिस्ट्रेशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी अंडर सेक्शन 23. So person making only RCM supply is not liable for registration. Person making interstate supply of taxable services up to 20 lakh and 10 lakh in some special category state like Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland and Tripura. So अगर कोई पर्सन दूसरे स्टेट में सिर्फ सप्लाई ऑफ सर्विसेज करता है तो उसको बेनिफिट मिलेगा सेक्शन 23 का. यानी अगर वो सप्लाई ऑफ सर्विसेज करता है, जैसे कोई सीए है, उसका यहाँ पे रजिस्ट्रेशन है गुजरात में और वो सप्लाई कर रहा है महाराष्ट्र में भी, तो इंटरस्टेट सप्लाई हो गया। तो नॉर्मली अगर वो इंटरस्टेट सप्लाई ऑफ गुड्स होता तो कंपलसरी रजिस्ट्रेशन एप्लीकेबल हो जाता, बट यहाँ पे सप्लाई ऑफ सर्विसेज है तो उसका एग्रीगेट टर्नओवर जब तक वो 20 लाख से क्रॉस नहीं होता तब तो उसको रजिस्ट्रेशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है। सो इफ पर्सन इज सप्लाइंग इंटरस्टेट सप्लाई ऑफ सर्विसेज, then in that case section 23 is applicable to him and he will get benefit of 23 and he is not liable for registration up to 20 lakh and 10 lakh in some special category state. Next point, fifth point, CTP, casual taxable person making taxable supply of specified handicraft goods up to rupees 20 lakh and 10 lakh in some special category state. सो अगर कोई दूसरे स्टेट में हैंडीक्राफ्ट गुड्स का सेलिंग कर रहा है और वो सीटीपी है, कैजुअल टैक्सेबल पर्सन है, तो भी ये उसको सेक्शन 23 का बेनिफिट मिलता है अप टू 20 लाख और 10 लाख। ही इज नॉट लायबल फॉर रजिस्ट्रेशन अंडर सेक्शन 23। पर्सन मेकिंग इंटरस्टेट सप्लाई ऑफ स्पेसिफाइड हैंडीक्राफ्ट गुड्स अप टू रुपीज 20 लाख और 10 लाख इन सम स्पेशल कैटेगरी स्टेट। Let us understand with the help of one example. Mayank Private Limited, located in Gujarat, is a supplier of taxable and notified handicraft goods. It supplies these goods in neighboring state of Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Its aggregate turnover in the month of April is 16 lakh. Although Mayank Private Limited is engaged in interstate supply of taxable goods, it is not liable to obtain registration till its aggregate turnover does not crosses rupees 20 lakh। यानी ये दूसरे स्टेट में गुड्स सप्लाई कर रहा है तो भी उसको रजिस्ट्रेशन एप्लीकेबल नहीं होगा अंडर सेक्शन 24। वाई? बिकॉज वो हैंडीक्राफ्ट गुड्स है और हैंडीक्राफ्ट गुड्स में लिमिट 20 लाख का अवेलेबल है। सो इसलिए यहाँ पे ऐसा बोला गया है कि अगर कोई नेबरिंग स्टेट में सप्लाई कर रहा है तो अगर नॉर्मल गुड्स होता, नॉर्मल टैक्सेबल गुड्स होता तो कंपलसरी रजिस्ट्रेशन लेना ही पड़ता, बट यहाँ पे उसने हैंडीक्राफ्ट, नोटिफाइड हैंडीक्राफ्ट गुड्स सप्लाई किया दूसरे स्टेट में, तो इन दैट केस 20 लाख और 10 लाख लिमिट इज अवेलेबल। सो दैट इज व्हाई Mayank Private Limited is not liable for registration as his aggregate turnover is only rupees 16 lakh and he is not crossing the threshold limit of 20 lakh. Thanks for watching my video. Do like and subscribe my YouTube channel.